Hey guys, you should have pages 147 through 152 in front of you. The stapler is making its way around the room, but let's go ahead and get started. So turn to page 148. You should have put an X on page 147, but your name at the top, just like we normally do. And let's look at this passage we're going to read today. This passage is called Seeing Double. Box off that title. Seeing Double. Okay, let's use Rappler at the top. And up until now, I have kind of just skated over the fact that we need to use text features in the passage to help us. But look at your title, okay, and then immediately look at this picture. Okay, there's obviously something similar about this picture. They're what? Twins. Okay? So what we think this passage is going to be about, when we say seeing double, that means seeing two. So seeing two of the same thing means seeing twins. So you can go ahead and put number 1, twins. Okay, it's obviously going to be about twins. All right? I want you to just read the first couple of sentences. It says, just outside Cleveland, Ohio is a city that may make you look twice. Twinsburg, Ohio, earned its name from a pair of brothers, Aaron and Moses Wilcox. In 1819, the Wilcox twins promised to donate land and money to the town if officials would rename it Twinsburg in their honor. Moses and Aaron went on to live their lives in Twinsburg. They married sisters, had the same number of children, died on the same day, and were buried together in the town cemetery. Little did they know that their fascination with being twins would inspire a festival and even result in significant scientific discoveries. Okay, I said the first couple sentences, but I read the whole paragraph. So we can go ahead and say that the genre of this passage is probably going to be informational text. Do you agree? It seems like we're learning about a specific place, like a specific set of twins, and then it gives me all kinds of good information about the twins, okay? So I want you to write number 2, informational. That's not going to fit. Informational text. Remember, with an informational text, they are teaching you something. They want to tell you about something. So if we know that it's informational text, and when we're using informational text, it's always going to be nonfiction. It's going to be true, okay, or most likely going to be true. There's never really a nonfiction or a informational text that's not going to be nonfiction, okay, because they're trying to teach you about something, okay? So if we're talking about number 3, why did the author write this? Okay, I'm going to clear out my page. I'll give you a second. Okay, so if we know that it's nonfiction and an informational text is to teach us something, why the author wrote it is probably to inform us. About what? What are they trying to inform us about? See? Place. These people. So that's probably trying to inform us about Twinsburg. Oops. Okay. About Twinsburg. Okay. Number 4, our text structure. Seems like they're giving us dates. Every August. There's another date, but if you keep looking, it looks like it doesn't look like it's sequential order. It looks like it's description. Looks like they're describing the town. It looks like the second paragraph's about the festival. Looks like if you look at paragraph 5, talks about 2 kinds of twins, like the different kinds of twins. Paragraph 6 through 8 is talking about the scientific study of nature versus nurture. So I really think that they're talking about giving us description about twins. So our text structure is going to be description. Oops. description. And then the last one, our point of view, we're being told about something. They're telling us, they're not giving us pronouns like me, my, I. They're not giving us pronouns like you, your, he, she. I know they're talking about these guys here, and we see he or they, but I really think it's going to be third person because it's someone giving us this information. They're teaching us this information. I'm going to give you about a few seconds to just get caught up, and then we're going to move on to the locate. Okay. All right, so I'm going to clear out my page. Go ahead and rewrite my floor. Okay, so there are quite a few unfamiliar words in this passage. Quite a few. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the first one together, and then I'm going to allow you to get with a partner, and you guys are going to tackle the next 4 words together. And it just needs to be a partner because I want one person to take 2 words and another person to take 2 words. So we're going to do the first one together. So let's look at the word draws. Draws, that's our unfamiliar word. Predicted meaning. I'm going to write on top of these people's faces. Sorry. A predicted meaning. Okay, I want you guys, let's talk about that. I'm going to pause the video, and we're going to talk about that. And you're going to give me your predicted meaning. Okay. Word parts. It's obvious. This is just a 1-syllable word. Draws. Sounds like this AW says what? Ah. As if it's AH. This is called something very silly. A diphthong. I know that's so silly. But this syllable type is the diphthong. We didn't really touch on it at the beginning of the year because it's kind of a harder concept to understand. But it's when these 2 letters here say a different sound, a very odd sound. But they're not 2 vowels, so if it were 2 vowels, it would be a vowel combo, but it's not. In the dictionary definition, I'm going to pause the video so we can get the dictionary definition. Now, obviously, this word has many meanings. Okay, so we have to think about which meaning makes sense in the context of the passage. So we will take the different meanings that it has, and we are going to plug it into here. And that's how I want you to do it on the STAR test. Take all those meanings and plug it into the sentence and see if it fits and see if it makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video so we can do that. Okay, so I'm about to let you break into partners. You're going to be sitting at a desk. Okay, you can even go sit at my back table if you want to, but you have to be sitting in a desk next to your partner or in front of, behind your partner, I don't care. And you guys talk about which words you're going to do. So like if you want to do the first 2, your partner wants to do the second 2, but you guys need to get this done. I expect to see this format on your paper for all words. So if you're doing the first 2 words, I should see it on your paper. If you're doing the last 2 words, I should see this on your paper. Now let's say you did the first 2 words, and you don't have the attack the unfamiliar word for the last 2 words. That's fine. I'm going to give you time to turn and talk and tell your partner what the other words mean, or what you think they mean, and what you found when you attacked the unfamiliar word. I'm going to let you go ahead, I'm going to pause the video, let you go ahead and take care of that. Okay, so we have predicted. We have predicted. We have located. Now it's time to organize. This passage kind of has it kind of organizes itself because it has different subtitles. If you look at above paragraph 5, 2 kinds of twins is called a subtitle. So Seeing Double is our main title, our big title, but the one right above paragraph 5 is called a subtitle. It's like a title within the title. It's breaking down the passage and letting you know what that paragraph is going to talk about. So we can draw a line between 1 and 2. You can draw a line between 3 and 4, 4 and 5. And then I would keep 6, 7, and 8 together. And I would also keep 9 and 10 together because they're talking about the same thing. Okay, good. All right, now you're going to read. Now, you're going to read silently to yourself, but I want you to read this page, page 148, and I want to see key details somewhere, just like the biggest, like the main detail. Like what was the main detail of this page? And then I want to see a main detail on page 149, and then a main detail on page 150. Okay, I'm just asking for one main thing. What's the one main thing that stood out to you that you think that that page is about? Okay, so I'm going to give you time to do that. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Let's do number 1 together. Actually, pause. Let's do number 2 together. I want you guys to do number 1 on your own because you attacked the unfamiliar word. So you should already have that. So I'm going to pause the video and take a picture of number 2. Okay, I whited out numbers 1 and 3 so that you can just see number 2. We can just talk about number 2. So let's look at number 2. It says, which of these best summarizes the section, nature or nurture? I want you to go back. That's when these subtitles are going to come into play. They're going to help you. So on page 149, we see that 6, 7, and 8, paragraph 6, 7, and 8 are called nature or nurture. So I want you to go ahead and write. We're going to find our answer in what paragraphs? Paragraphs 6 through 8. Okay, that's where our answer is going to find. Are they asking for a summary for the whole passage? No. They are just asking for a summary from 6 through 8. Okay, so it says for F, scientists consider nature, and actually, pause. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I want you to go back. Take time, and you're going to read paragraphs 6, 7, and 8 on your own. Okay, so looking at F. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Scientists consider nature and nurture when studying twins. Twins with identical genes should grow to be the same height because they have the same genes. External factors such as lifestyle might affect the internal factors of identical twins. What part of the summary is wrong? Okay, the part that's wrong is the fact that it's missing something. What is it missing? We're only talking about what? Identical twins. Where are the fraternal? Okay, I'm going to put frat, question mark. Okay, where are the fraternal twins? That was talked about in paragraph 6, 7, and 8. So F is not going to be the right answer. When scientists study twins, they focus on the concepts of nature and nurture. They consider how twins grow to be alike or different based on internal or external factors. How does that one sound? I mean, it's true. They didn't talk about identical or fraternal. They just were very broad in saying twins. Okay, they did talk about nature and nurture. They consider how twins grow to be alike or different. That's true. And internal or external. That's internal is the gene, and external is like when they talked about the sun damage. So we'll hold on to that one. It's not very long, not very lengthy, but it's short and to the point. H. Scientists study identical and fraternal twins because this information can be useful. They can determine why identical twins develop the same diseases, but fraternal twins do not. Okay, they did talk about that. They talked about, for example, in paragraph 8, identical twins might share a probability to develop a disease, while fraternal twins have different likelihoods. This would show scientists more about how the disease is related to heredity. I can't speak. Okay, but they're not looking for the why. They know why. They know why identical twins develop the same disease and why fraternal twins don't. That's already been a study that's been done, so we can mark that out. Now, they have to also figure out, okay, what's based off of hereditary. I can't speak. I'm going to stop. H is not the right answer. J, studies reveal how our genes influence our lives. Twins with identical genes should be the same height. Internal factors cause this to happen, but lifestyle can affect those with identical genes. Okay, again, where are our fraternal friends? So what's our best answer choice? G. Okay, my answer choices, I would be between G and H if I were taking this test, like a STAR test. But I want you to look, okay, you've got to go back to the text and figure out, okay, what's going to be the best answer? Because really, I could see G or H being fine answers if you didn't read 6 through 8 properly. Okay, you are going to do numbers 1 through 8 on your own. Okay, we're going to do these, we're going to go outside tomorrow and do chalk and do some like reading and stuff outside. I'd love to bring the balls out and let you guys have a little bit of extra recess on Thursday, but I cannot do that if you can't work properly today and tomorrow. So if you are joking around, not getting your stuff done today, we are not going outside tomorrow. If you get your stuff done today, work hard, and get your stuff done, then we can go outside tomorrow. Once you finish with this passage, I want you to make sure your name's on the front of it and go turn it in. And then we will, you go grab a City of Ember book. If you have not read a chapter 13, you guys need to be focusing on getting that chapter 13 read. And you're going to read at your seat in your desk. And I will pick about 5 to 7 people to go sit in my reading corner after about 4 or 5 minutes of reading. So if you're at your desk goofing off and not reading City of Ember like I've asked you to, you're not going to get to sit in the reading corner. But if you are sitting down and reading quietly, then you will be picked. All right, guys, get to work.